Sunday night in Atlanta, and the Falcons, with lots of hopes in this 2026 season, begin the second quarter of the campaign as they welcome the Baltimore Ravens to Georgia for this Sunday nighter. Mike Tirico along with my partner Greg Olson. That's the kicker. Tyler Luke set to get this started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And a good run there. They'll get him 5 yards.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Robinson. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. A gain there of 11. First down, Atlanta.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Penix. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On 2nd down, Penix. The open receiver is Dotson. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield? In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can.
3rd and 2, and Penix. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And it's going to be 4th down.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on 4th down. 4th down, and here's Penix. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Chidobe Awuzie. And the Ravens are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position. So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
And nothing doing here. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Clearly the plan on offense was to establish the run a little bit on this drive, Mike, but the defense is having none of it. First and second down stop, no gain. Now it brings up a 3rd and long. We'll see if they try something else.
3rd, they need 8. The shotgun, here's Jackson. That's over the middle to the tight end, Andrews. Give them a dozen yards on that one and give them 1st and goal. A great chance to convert that early turnover into points. Here's 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he'll lose yardage here. The defense standing strong in the red zone. They drop him back at the 10.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Jackson now on 2nd down. This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Mark Andrews. Touchdown Ravens. That his 1st touchdown this year. The extra point is good. And the Ravens will take a 7-0 lead.
Falcons nothing. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now, after the touchdown, Luke is back out to kick this one away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down.
On the tackle. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Another run here for Robinson. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
He was brought down by
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
Penix on 3rd down. Contact as he delivered it there, and the pass is incomplete. Good job defensively to make sure he could not find the throwing lane, and it sets up 4th down.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
Oh, they had a shot there. It hit the 5, but it continues into the end zone. Come back out to the 20. Jackson fires complete to Flowers. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. He'll go again here with Henry. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss.
That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time, and it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. Now a timeout. Atlanta. That's their first. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
Nice catch there by Surratt, and that's the kind of player he is, Mike. He's not the flashiest, he's not the most explosive, but he's reliable. And, you know, we know by this time at Indiana, man, he is a winner, and he's going to fit in really nicely with this Ravens wide receiver group. Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
And we're not going to have another snap here. First quarter will come to an end. Raven football, quarter number 2 begins. They've got it with a 2nd down and 10. They'll pitch it out here to Henry. And some good blocking at the point of attack. A pickup of 7, and it brings up 3rd down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
Third and short. Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that be a bit of a letdown.
Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Jackson now to throw on 1st down. There he goes again. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up. There's nowhere to go with the ball. And next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
This one over before it started. Hit behind the line. It's going to be a loss of a couple.
The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
And he will score. Lamar Jackson. So tough to stop. Down close. He's got a Ravens touchdown.
When you talk about extending the play, especially down here in the red zone, Mike, whether it's scramble to remain a passer, or in this case, scramble that turns into a runner, I think Lamar Jackson might be hands down the best in the entire league.
The extra point is good. And the Ravens move out on top, 14-0.
To kick off for Baltimore.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson.
So his team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Pushed out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tavius Robinson getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
This one is caught by Dotson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. How about that play off the call sheet to convert 3rd and 18 for a first down.
10 at the 43-yard line.
On the give, it's Robinson. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
From the gun, here is Penix. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. And here's Bijan. He's taken down just shy of the 10. It's a gain of 10 yards. It's good for a Falcon first down.
Well, no surprise that Bijan picks up that first down, and the Falcons offense continues to run through him, and for good reason. And he might be one of the best all-round players in the league. Led the NFL in yards from scrimmage a season ago, and wouldn't be surprised to see him near the top again this year. When a defense has speed to the ball like this group does, it makes these wide receiver screens really challenging because all those fast linebackers and defensive backs that are chasing the ball carrier, the offensive line are the ones responsible for them, and sometimes that's just a speed mismatch, and they can't get out in front.
At the 7-yard line, a 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, it's Robinson. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime.
A gain of 5 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. Penix gonna keep it. He's driving for the goal line. Will be stopped short, but has enough for the first down. Now the Falcons will use their third and final timeout. What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal. And he's in. Nick Chubb. Touchdown Falcons. The veteran Nick Folk here for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Falcons are on the board. It's now 14-7. Halftime, coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Nate Hobbs in from his corner spot to make the stop.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
So, one half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Nick Folk to kick off for Atlanta.
Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play. From the 41, here's 2nd and 4. Going to go right back to Henry. He'll push forward for about a yard. Christian Harris there on the stop.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Now he'll just pitch this one out there.
And it's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
At their own 20-yard line.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They run over center with Robinson and mark him down up beyond the 30. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down.
And the Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On first down, right back to Robinson. And he's going to be taken down. Not so easy this time. They drop him back behind the line. It's 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 29-yard line.
From the gun, it's Penix. That's caught right side. It's London. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Got a man, he's got grass. 17 yards that time to number 17.
17 yards.
And the Falcons kept the former Georgia Bulldog in state. They select Branch in the 3rd round. He might be small, but man, he is explosive, Mike, with the ball in his hand. So the key with these guys, get him in space, get him favorable mismatches, and get them the ball quickly, because more often than not, the fun's going to come after the catch.
With the man, he's got it. It's London. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Give him 12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Robinson. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. Short throw taken by Pitts. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 12 then. 1st down, Atlanta.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
And he's close to another first down. He's brought down just shy of the marker.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
They're trying to push his way forward. There's nowhere to go. They've got him right at the line of scrimmage.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
On 3rd and 1, here's Penix. That's to the end zone, but they cannot connect. It's incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. They'll go. It's Robinson. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
Well, that play had no chance from the start. The running back was not even able to make it back to the original line of scrimmage. Give credit to that defensive line. That was an incredible effort, forcing that 4th down stop.
Now they'll pitch it out here. Trying to find somewhere to go with defense. With other ideas, they stop them. That'll be no gain.
You got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
And we will not get another snap here. That is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of play. Second and 10. Here's Jackson. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. quarter.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
On first down, it's Robinson. And they'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Now Penix to throw on second down. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
3rd and 5.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
On third down, Penix. One broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on third down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down. Yeah, all right, so it's going to help a little bit, but, I mean, take a look here, Mike. With the score, with the time, you find yourself down in the 4th quarter and kicking field goals. I'm not sure. Other than just getting me a little bit closer, it feels like that drive was touchdown or bust.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
First down, they'll start the drive with Henry. Derrick Henry. And he will score. Derrick Henry. Touchdown, Baltimore. Luke now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Ravens are out to a 21-10 lead.
Falcons 10. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. Showing off the big legs. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. And the lefty Penix on first down, taking the deep shot here with Robinson. And the Ravens are going to have it just past their 25.
So all game, we've seen him take the approach as just being a game manager. But one thing you have to do if that's the case is you have to protect the ball. You can't turn the ball over, especially if you're struggling to push the ball downfield. He got a little reckless that time, and the defense made him pay.
That one knocked away. It is incomplete. They go for the RPO and not connect. And they'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
On the handoff, running left is Henry. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And That's exactly what they've been able to do.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. Jackson. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down. Ravens bring their punt team out as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. This will be returnable from his own 15. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
Starts on the tackle. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 27-yard line.
From the gun, here's Tua. And he wisely hit the deck at the end of that one. No unnecessary shot there. It is a 1st down.
19 yards. And the Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Back to throw is Tua. That's out wide for Chubb. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down.
2nd and 6.
A give, and here comes Robinson. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Another run here for Robinson. And he's going to have that Falcons 1st down by a couple of yards, able to convert on that 3rd and 3.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Out of the pistol, here's Tua. To the right, that's Pitts. And he's going to be out of bounds down at the 30. 12 yards on that hookup. It's good for a Falcon 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Tua. Open receiver is Dotson. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5. At the Ravens.
Out of the gun, Tagovailoa. That one knocked away in the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
That one taken in by London. And he's going to get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
A 4-yard gain brings up 4th down. And less than
now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on down.
So the offense finds themselves in a tough situation. They're down by 2 scores late in this game. They know this is a prime opportunity. They need to play for a touchdown, and instead the defense makes a huge stand, and they got a chance now to close this game out.
On the give, here's Henry. Room to run at the 35. Down the sideline, past the 40. And they're not going to run him down. He goes all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. on is Luke to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Ravens will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's 2. Throw over the middle, caught by London. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Falcons, first down.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8. Setting up second and short.
43-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
And before the snap, clock is ticking down, and we reach the 2-minute warning. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Tua gonna throw. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
Oh, there's movement up front. That's going to make this 3rd down a lot tougher. So, from 3rd and 2, back them up to 3rd and 7. A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. They snap it to Tua. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
It's no secret, this offense has severely struggled to sustain drives this entire game, and the scoreboard, for the most part, Mike, it reflects that. I mean, that interception should, in essence, put an end to any lingering hope of a last-minute comeback. I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
He'll go again here with Henry. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
37-yard line. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They'll run. It's Henry. And it looks like he's going to have that 1st down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down.
9 yards. And the Ravens 1st down.
So it is a win here for the visitors, the Ravens. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Atlanta.